Thanks for tuning in. You're still watching the World News. We're back for more stories around the globe. In Rio de Janeiro, record-setting temperatures are greeting bikini-clad locals and tourists sporting their new Brazilian sunglass who flock to the sunny beaches and hottest nightclubs ahead of the tropical city's legendary New Year's celebrations. Wednesday, December 26th, was the hottest day on record since 1915, with an official temperature of 43.2 degrees and a heat index of 47 degrees. Meteorologist Michelle Lima said a combination of conditions have contributed to the climbing thermostat. Some climate experts expect 2013 to be one of Rio's hottest summers, with the possibility of more record-breaking heat to come. Now in Ecuador are underway to save the famed giant tortoises of the Galapagos Islands by wiping out the rodents that prey on their eggs and hatchlings, environmentalists said. Rats have decimated the tortoise population and threatened to wipe it out altogether. This week, rat poison was dropped by helicopter all over the uninhabited islet of Isla Pinzon in an experiment designed to pave the way for mass rodent eradication. The Galapagos, some 1,000 kilometers off Ecuador's coast, is an archipelago of 13 islands and more than 100 rocks and micro-islands. About 30,000 and 40,000 tortoises remain on the Galapagos, which was declared by a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1978 because of its unique plant and animal life. Back in China, impassable Yellow River in northwest of the country is likely to be covered by ice as temperatures drops in the next 2 days. Let's have the details.
So far, 181 kilometers of the Yellow River in Ningxia is covered with drifting ice blocks. A local water conservation authority said they are closely watching the situation to prevent flooding when ice blocks gather and totally cover the river. Drifting ice blocks usually occur in North China in winter. Ningxia and the Inner Mongolia Autonomous Region are the worst affected regions each year.
In other news, decorations for the New Year have now been completed in St. Petersburg, Russia. Every year, all of Russia is decorated festively for the New Year, one of the country's most important festivals. This year's decoration began in late November and cost over $6 million US. Fancy ornaments hanging in the trees are shimmering throughout the main stems of the city, and furs are seen in major squares. In addition to lanterns and fir trees, the Russian Old Man of Winter is also a symbol of the New Year in Russia. The New Year holidays of Russia last about 1 week in each year. During the holidays, more Russians are choosing to celebrate the New Year in the south or other countries to be away from the cold weather. Let's head to Paraguay for some classical music treat. One person's trash is another violin in this slum built on a landfill outside Asuncion, where a group of young musicians come together to play everything from Beethoven and Mozart to Frank Sinatra and the Beatles on instruments made entirely from trash. The orchestra of recycled instruments from Catoira got its start here 5 years ago when a teacher, Fabio Chavez, decided to teach kids living near this garbage dump how to play music instruments. With the community's help, Chavez and his students had their instruments, all made from recycled materials pulled from the dump. The orchestra hopes to perform in Arizona in 2013. Back in Brazil, the government has opened many charter restaurants in cities with more than 100,000 residents each to improve life of the low-income groups since December of 2000. There are 38 such restaurants in the state of Sao Paulo, and the state has invested 221 million Brazilian reals in the past 12 years. Notably, the restaurants are under strict supervision by the government to ensure the nutrition and safety of the food. Some restaurants of this kind also provide employment information and free chef training courses to the unemployed after lunchtime. Since the government has invested more and more, some even provide plays and Wi-Fi for children from poor families to do homework and surf on the internet. And finally, the 9th annual race which is organized by hoteliers and Nepalese tourist offices, was held today with an elephant named Bahadur Gaj coming first in the final race. The race, which took place in Sauhara in the Chitwan region of Nepal, was part of the three-day 9th International Elephant Festival, which started Wednesday and proved very popular with both locals and tourists. Sankar Sainju, the founding president of the festival, says their next phase planning is to start building a fully fledged stadium only for the animal sports. Other elephant-themed events during the festival included a soccer match, a beauty contest, a bull cart race, and a horse cart race. On that note, we end today's World News. See you again next time.